I think I might title this The Three F's: Feeding, Fucking, and Financing. Shout out to the cussing pastor who always, no matter when he speaks, he's just hilarious. Is such a fucking hilariously amazing dude. Um, Because really, truly, people need to, for their own benefit. See, look closely at this. When you better yourself, everyone around you becomes better. It's not about telling people to fuck off. It's not about being rude to people. It's not like that. It's never like that. But people that are not adding to your life, people that are not feeding you, fucking you, or financing you, well, they can go eat a hot bag of fucking elephant shit. Really. I mean, what else should they be doing? Like, if they just come around and give you dog shit, if they just come around and just like being all fucking lame, fake, phony, uh, fucking philanthropy, like a bunch of fucking philanthropists. Like their only goal in life is to somehow destroy your happiness, if that's what their goal is. Because you can see these people from a mile away. Tell them before they even get close to you, fuck you. Just like, fuck your life. Like that. Like, you see, whenever I say that, people hear me say that and go, that's all you believe in? No. People that know, 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 know. Like, if you know, you know. That, like, you just sometimes have to know. You know, people that always are like, yes, 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 I'll do that. Yeah, 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 sure, yeah. No, 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 no. That's, see the difference? Know is to have knowledge. It's to have gnosis. It means, gnosis. No, no, we ain't about that dumb shit. You see, it's the same thing of saying, because I'm happy to say, yeah, absolutely, let's go do that. That's beautiful. Yeah, let's do that. See, isn't that delightful? But having respect and boundaries for your own well-being and personal space and space because you control all things. Like if you really knew that, eh? See, yes and no is the same word. You see, yes, huh, yes, yes, no, no, huh. It's the same fucking thing. Well, sing any song you want. You just gotta make this into something. It's like a You say is the same as It's all See, It's- this is a this is a 400 level class of how to be hilarious, and also it's an acting class too. You just didn't know it yet. Cause if you ain't gonna be an actor, you'll never be a factor. You see that? But everybody, see that's so funny for me saying that because I don't think anyone should act anything. I think acting is the worst. It's the best and the worst of the things, if there is a best and worst. Because why not just be thoughtful and honest at the same time? No one knows how to do that. Thoughtful and honest, and also of no mind. Here, try that at the same motherfucking time. Do these three things: be thoughtful, honest, and of no mind. Hmm. How does that work? You know what it sounds like? It sounds exactly like I do. Because I love you, but I don't give a shit what you think. But I'm also being as excessively, absurdly, amazingly honest and real to myself as I can be. And that's all that can happen. I don't allow for the bullshit in and around my life. Like it's not it, it might come across as rude to people, but that's your opinion. That's you have to chew on that. You got to eat the shit. Not me. I don't eat shit. I mean, shit. If you clean your butthole, I might, I've eaten ass here or there, but you definitely eaten my ass too. So, you understand? It's like uh, let's go a little more with this because let's talk about more. Let's talk about, yeah, I said more. Let's talk about dark. Let's talk about black. Let's talk about magic. Let's talk about etheric realms. Let's talk about light. Let's talk about, which is it tends to be what I've put forth to everybody for a very long time. All of the different aspects. Oh, he said ass. But oh wait, he's ass butt. The aspects of magic. uh, how do people teach and how do people learn? Hmm. Adjusting space. Um, huh. How do you adjust space? How do you adjust time? It's like it's like this. People like Zen, you talk a lot. Right now, I'm talking, and I do videos that I talk for hours. But it's only because there is such an amazing amount of time that I can sit and be still and be silent and stare off into oblivion and have nothing. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to anything. This is not zero. Just zero it out. But when I'm doing that is the reason you can hear me now. Like how I do that, and the reason that I do that is because now, in this point, in this energy right here, that you're listening to me, it is so fucking perfected because of this. No, that wasn't the audio cutting out. That was the point I was making. There's strength in my vocal inflections and there's strength in my silence. That's the yang, the yin and the yang. Oh, did he say yang? Oh, the yin and the Carl Jung. I think if you really want to play games here, Carl Jung is the yang. The yang or the young or the young, right? Isn't it? Wouldn't it be Carl Jung, and then Jung, the Jungian philosophy, Jungian philosophies, and then you have the what would be the other one? Who's the other? Come on, there's two popular ones. Mm. Philosophizers, come on. I know someone's in the background. They're like, oh, I know this one. It's somebody that his name actually means like deceitful. Sigmund Freud. Look at his name. Go break it down etymologically. Sigmund. Look up, find out what the word sig means. It's right there in the word signature or the sign. So his name is Sign Mind. Mund means Mund, which means, well, I mean, it's money or mind. Depends on how you really, but it means the sign of the mind, and his last name is Fraud. He's a fraud. And everything he brought to the world, him and his cousin, were fraudulent. So his entire belief system that is cloaked over the world and the words that people use, he's that right there. You got Freud, Sigmund Freud, and see, when I'm doing these things, it's all about showing these balances or these balances, balloons. It's just talking shit. Uh, it's, it's, it's how delightful is it? That motherfucker must be crazy to speak. One sentence he says this, and the next sentence he says that. Like what? What? It's the dilemma is in life. It's always trying to please other people and thinking that you can. Please. No, fuck that. We doing our damn thing. That's the point of it. But see, then and someone see if you hear me say the first thing, fuck everyone else, please yourself, you think it's selfish or well, I think some people will call that narcissism. But man, the amount of pleasure I can provide to people through proper well, how do you unify yourself with someone? You know, to become a singular entity and that you energize each other. That's the more energy that I have, the more love that I have for myself, the more love that I can give to people freely, which I've always done. This is the this is the teaching. If I can make it as perfect as possible, the more you love yourself, the more you can love other people. You just it's that I mean, if you use that word, using the word love is like using the word God. So I don't like to use either of those because I think they're both plagued with a lot of bullshit. Because people say they love shit, but they don't really, because they don't act it, and they say shit, and they ain't really about it. And then people say God this and God that, but they don't know what the fuck God is. So getting rid of that, if if you were to fully engage in your own being, your own mind, your own body, your own spirit, your own soul, then you'd be just like I am. But when I'm being me, because what me is, what I am, is everything, some people take that offensively because they don't want to be everything. They don't get it that if you just be yourself, the true essence of what you are exactly like I. I am, I am. I am all these things. That's not to say, see, people become fearful because they're minuscule and they're small in stature and size and believe that, like, because I am everything, that I would do something recluse or foolish, which is far from it. I mean, I'm the dumbest shit ever, but it's not. That's just for effect until, oh, we're the same now? Good. Look at that. You can do what I can do. Hey, look at me, I can do this. We be all the same thing. It's not to say we're gonna go and do some dumb shit, be foolish. It's that the world has this deliciously wonderful, magical, wildly amazing palette of colors and energies and tones and notes that you can play with. Just when an artist paints a picture, there's nothing. Only the craziest of the artists will do paintings that require, let's say, levels of color and paint. But the artist always, you get to see what they did. It's sitting right there. Here it is. There's a painting. Only the craziest will paint the veins, paint the bones, paint the blood. Then, on top of that, paint the skin. And so only if you're very keen will you see the blood and the bones and the veins underneath, because they did it in layers. That's for the craziest. But the essence of the painting, how much energy was put into that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Back to my last video that I made, if anybody watched that one, the point is how much energy was put into the painting. I don't care if it took 1 minute or 100 years to do. Doesn't matter if it's a 1-inch punch or a giant, like, I don't know, whatever it is that sparks life and imagination in you. That's what it is. And I really want to continue this talk, but I cannot because my phone is at the end of the end of the road here. Yeah, I don't have much memory left in this thing, so we'll talk again soon. Stay lovely, stay beautiful, do groovy, gracious, and grand things in your life, or be just use a bunch of p words there.